Hello Pirate Learners, this is Miss Arillo. Today we're going to be talking about the diagraph WH. And as you know, a diagraph is when two letters come together to make one sound. And these two letters are W and H. And when they're together in a word, they make the W sound. Let's make the W sound together. Ready? W. Again. W. One more time. W. Good. W as in whistle. Let's take a look at this PowerPoint together to learn more about the diagraph WH. Alright, beginning WH diagraph. WALT, which stands for we are learning to identify the WH diagraph sound at the beginning of words. Let's identify the first sound in this picture. Take a look at the picture. Can you figure out the missing beginning sound? If you said W, you are correct. This is a picture of a whale. Notice the WH diagraph in the beginning of the word whale. Let's try another one. Identify the first sound. If you said W, you are correct. This is a picture of wheat. Once again, notice the WH diagraph in the beginning of the word wheat. Let's try another one. Identify the first sound. If you said W, you are correct. This is a wheel. Wheel. All right, let's try it again. Can you identify the first sound? If you said W, you are correct. This is a picture of a whisk. Whisk. Can you identify the first sound? If you said W, good job. This is a picture of a whisker. Whisker. Let's try another one. What's the first sound? If you said W, you are correct again. The boy is whistling. Whistle. All right, that ends our practice. All right, boys and girls, we're going to practice some more with the diagraph WH, and I have two phonemic awareness drills we're about to do. And for the first drill, I'm going to give you the onset and rhyme of a word that contains the WH sound. So listen to the onset and rhyme, and you're going to blend the onset and rhyme together to say the whole word. So let's give this a try. The first word is whale. If you said whale, you are correct. Good job. The next one onset and rhyme is whip. If you said whip, you are correct. The next onset and rhyme is whistle. If you said whistle, you are correct. All right, the next onset and rhyme is win. If you said win, good job. The next, or the last onset and rhyme is wet. If you said wet, you are correct. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, next up, this time I'm going to say the whole word, and you have to break up the onset and rhyme. So let's give this a try. The first word is wet. Go ahead and break up the onset and rhyme in wet. Wet. All right, the next word is win. Go ahead and break up the onset and rhyme in the word win. Win. All right, the next word is whip. Go ahead. Whip. Okay, the next word is whiz. Go ahead and give it a try. Whiz. And the last word is wham. Wham. Okay, good job, boys and girls. Next up, we are going to write some CVC words with the WH diagraph in the beginning of the word, and then we're going to practice some sentence dictation. I'm going to dictate a sentence to you that has a word that has a WH diagraph in it. So we're going to give that a try next. All right, next up we're going to practice writing CVC words with the WH diagraph. You're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil to write with. I'm going to dictate a CVC word and you are going to write it down on your paper. I'll give you a few seconds to write the CVC word down that you hear me say, and then I want you to check your CVC word with mine to make sure you spelled it correctly. If you need more time to write your word, you can always pause this video. But I also want you to make sure you're checking your word with mine to make sure that it is correct. All right, so the first word is whim. Whim. Go ahead and write the word whim down on your paper. All right, this is what the word whim should look like on your paper. As you can see, it begins with the W, the WH diagraph. The medial sound is I, and the final sound is Put it together, you have the word whim. Get ready for your next word. The next CVC word is whip. W-I-P. Whip. Go ahead and write it down on your paper. All right, this is what the word whip should look like on your paper. It starts, the initial sound is the WH diagraph, W. The medial sound is I, and the final sound is P. Put it together, you have the word whip. All right, the next CVC word is whiz. W-I-Z. Whiz. Write it down on your paper. Okay, this is what the word whiz should look like on your paper. W-I-Z. Whiz. All right, our last CVC word you're going to write down is win. W-E-N. Win. All right, and this is what the word win should look like. W-E-N. Win. Okay, for the last part of our phonics lesson for today, we're going to practice some sentence dictation. I'm going to read you a sentence. You're going to listen to the sentence very carefully and write it down on your paper. I'm also going to be writing the sentence down as well, so after I give you some time, you can check your work with mine. Remember, when you write a complete sentence, every complete sentence starts with a capital letter. So the first word in every sentence needs a capital letter. You also need to remember your finger spaces between writing each word, so your words don't all run into each other. And then also you need to remember your punctuation at the end of your sentence. So you either need a period or a question mark at the end of your sentence. Remember, if it is a declarative sentence or a telling sentence, you need a period. Good job. And if it's a interrogative or an asking sentence, you need a question mark. Good job. So make sure to check for those things when you write your sentence. And when I show you my sentence, if you made any mistakes on spelling your words, or if you forgot your capital letter at the beginning of your sentence, or if you forgot your punctuation at the end of your sentence, make sure you make those changes. Let's give this a try. All right, listen very carefully to the first sentence. I'm going to read it to you 2 times. The third time, we're going to pound the words in the sentence. And the last time, the 4th time, we're going to finger count the words in the sentence. And then I want you to try to write the sentence on your paper. So let's get started. The first sentence is, he ran on a whim. Listen to it again. He ran on a whim. Okay, let's pound the words in the sentence together. Ready? He ran on a whim. Okay, this last time we're going to finger count the words in the sentence. Ready? He ran on a whim. All right, now boys and girls, it's time for you to write that sentence down on your paper. Give it a try. All right, this is what your sentence should look like. The first word is he, and make sure you capitalize the H in he since the first word needs a capital letter. Make sure you have a finger space. Ran, ran on, that's a sight word, a whim, whim. And make sure you have a period at the end of your sentence. And that's what it should look like, boys and girls. He ran on a whim. All right, our last sentence is, when did the whip get wet? Listen to it again. When did the whip get wet? Okay, now let's pound the words in the sentence together. Ready? When did the whip get wet? Okay, this last time, let's finger count the words in the sentence together. Ready? When did the whip get wet? There are 6 words in that sentence. Now it's time for you to write the words in that sentence down on your paper. Give it a try. All right, this is what your sentence should look like. The first word is when. The word when has a WH diagraph in the beginning. Make sure that is a capital W because it's the first word in the sentence. Finger space, did, finger space, the, finger space, whip. Whip also has a WH diagraph in the beginning. Whip, whip. Get wet. And there should be a question mark at the end of your sentence because it is an asking sentence or an interrogative sentence. Read the sentence together with me. When did the whip get wet? All right, that wraps up our phonics lesson on the WH diagraph. Thank you for listening. See you soon.